What's up, Thrallers? Miller here, a new segment for the channel. It's going to be a vinyl kind of thing. It's going to be vinyl collection, similar to mixed CDs. I collect vinyl. There will be some unboxings too, but are on wrappings, I guess you could say, with the vinyl. But this one I've already had, but this is a really cool reissue from 2016. These are going to be shorter videos because there's been enough about these albums. Some of them, you know, there may be some new release stuff that I'll talk more in length about, but particularly this album right here, there's been plenty about it. So this will be particularly about the vinyl itself and not necessarily the recordings too much, although there is a difference between mixing for a CD or digital, mixing for vinyl based on the way the vinyl is made and how it works, which is part of why you know, vinyl heads kind of say that it sounds better and it's more organic because of the way it's recorded, but when you break down to the science and what the ear can actually understand in the ranges, there is no difference. But I prefer vinyl. I prefer records. I think it's just holding it, you know, having it physically in my hand, and I love the journey that you take when you're listening and to a record, and how really the artist, did they pay attention to that and how it flows from side to side and vinyl to vinyl and whatnot. So I'll basically touch a little bit here on how to open up your vinyl while we do this. Again, it features the cover here, which is definitely iconic. So this cover was shot in Oxfordshire and near the River Thames. It's the Maple Durham Windmill. I got to check my notes on that. But either way, it was done by Keith McMillan. So this photography, the front and the back there, you can see it in the other view. So it's nice. It's I mean, it's iconic. They did that. The actress who turned here. This would be a picture of Louisa Livingstone that Keith took for the album. And a little backstory, it was like really cold, and I guess they did some more risky-esque photos with her wardrobe, but it took away from the dark mood of it, so which is why they left it with what they left it here. So, when one thing with my vinyl you'll notice is this sticker right here, and you probably see it better up here, but this sticker was normally on the plastic. So what I do is I take it off and I put it on the actual record somewhere, so I have that. Nitpicky shit, I know. So we'll open it up here. Nice opening here. So the gatefold sleeve here, as you can see, with the inverted cross here, features a poem by Roger Brown, which I guess the band didn't originally know that poem was going to be included on it, because it's fairly satanic, and it ended up, you know, drawing that crowd for them. So now the one thing I do like about this particular pressing and release was that it came with a nice rice paper lined thing, and it also came with the original sleeve, which is cool right here. So, pretty sweet. Yeah, this features just kind of a backstory here of the recording and a little interview of the guys, and a copy of the original. I would imagine this is like the master file for them. But okay, here, cool. we will open this up, and here's kind of how I do it, I guess. Palm down, here we go. As we're lifting, we're gonna find the label there, and boom, put the thumb right there. Lift that out, and there we go. So we have this. Try really hard not to touch the inside here. Keep it to this. Keep it to the outside. And this is pretty dusty here, but there are cleaners in that overhead shot. We'll show you some of that, and I'll cut to some other stuff here. But yeah, this is it. 180 gram vinyl. It's nice and straight. It's a good pressing. I've listened to it multiple times. First side, Black Sabbath, The Wizard, Wasp, Behind the Wall of Sleep, basically, and of course NIB. So on the second side of the first disc here in the deluxe edition, we'll have Wicked World, A Bit of Finger, Sleeping Village, Warning. Going to the third disc here, we're going to see Evil Woman. It's a single, Black Sabbath, the studio outtake, a Black Sabbath instrumental, and The Wizard, the studio outtake. And then final side of that second vinyl is Behind the Wall of Sleep, the studio outtake, the alternative version to NIB. Don't Play Your Games With Me, alternative version of Evil Woman, Sleeping Village intro, and Warning Part 1. Like I said, the album reached number 8 on the UK charts, number 23 in the US. So we'll go back and I'll show you here. Usually this way now, like a pizza. We're holding it on the edges. Get it. Just slide it right in there. And there we go. Seems crazy, seems tedious, but I promise you, if you do this, your vinyls will last for a while. And again, not going to go too in depth. There's plenty of videos out there that show you how to care for vinyl, and put a lot of good ones. Henry Rollins puts out great videos on it. He's definitely a audio junkie, as any metalhead will know that's a fan of him. So the second one here, we'll pull this out. Again, the sleeve here, it's just the copy of the original master tapes, and again, continuation of the story here. Yeah, this whole thing here was written by David Wells, November 2006. Again, here with the other side, I'll cut to show you that. But yeah, it's really a cool put together thing. So yeah, this is really a cool vinyl, a cool deluxe edition. It was, again, 2016. The original pressing was 1970. It was recorded, of course, in '69. The whole story with the whole 12-hour thing. This album was also included on Robert Dimery's book, 1001 Albums You Must Hear Before You Die. It's pretty cool. And another story about the recording, I guess, I only started with a Fender Strat, and I guess there was some pickup issues, so he switched to the SG. But pretty cool fact, and he kind of stuck with the SG, reversed ever since. So this was originally recorded. It was originally recorded for Fontana Records, but they switched it over to their Vertigo, which was a more, I guess, B-side or like risky side of their record label. But Warner Brothers obviously would have picked them up and stuff. This one was pressed by Quality Record Pressings, and I've heard or seen some people mention on forums and stuff that the Rhino pressing from 2010 may be better sounding, but maybe I'll check that out and try and find that and see. But overall, this is a really cool piece here, man. Check it out. Last I checked, it's not available on Amazon or anything, so go to your local record store and support them. Definitely check it out. So in the flow of this album kind of thing, from side to side, there was only the obviously the original song, so the stuff on the first record. They weren't really thinking about how it flows from one side or another. They just got in there, got it done, and hit the pub and went for it, and got her done. So but because it plays like a jam session, it really flows well from both sides. So when you have that pause of when you have to flip the record, you know, you're not losing anything. The energy's still the same. It's kind of the same throughout this album. This is one of my favorite Sabbath albums. I don't know where I would have ranked it, and I'm glad I wasn't part of that, because I'd have a tough time with that one for sure. You know, it was like everyone else, you know, there's like these albums that were definitely in the top, and then there were albums that were definitely in the bottom, and then there was kind of that in between that was like, all right, well, to be honest, I'd say there's probably more Sabbath. Well, I'd say it's probably even. The Sabbath I like and I don't. Big fan, but definitely selective in the songs that I listen to. One thing I really liked about this was that they included like the B-sides and the alternate takes and everything, which I didn't think really there was a lot of that, because they pretty much just got in there and chugged it out and did it. I assumed that what was recorded was on the record, but really cool stuff. If you get a hold of this, or the CD, deluxe edition CD has it too, digital, wherever you stream your music, you can get these. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't before. If you're watching this video, you're probably a big Sabbath fan anyway, like me, so you've already dug them. What do you want to see on the maybe vinyl collection? Maybe it's something I could seek out and get, or if you have something, send it our way. Contact Nick. I'd be happy to look at it. So if you enjoyed the video and want to see what we have coming up, Thralls of Metal, we're always putting out content. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notifications. You can get the notification that we are putting something up. We'll do these premieres where we'll sit in and kind of watch the premiere with you guys, which is pretty cool. So we have Instagram, Thralls of Metal, Facebook, all that stuff. So this is Miller. Thank you for joining. And yeah, if you like, let me know in the comments.